I was very good in English subject in my class. I belong from Hindi medium school, but my English subject was very good. I was able to understand English. I was able to read English book. But when I tried to speak English, I was not able to speak. I was thinking I'm a genius in English. But when I tried to speak English, I was not able to speak. I was hesitating a lot. I was doing a lot of mistakes. So in starting time, I faced too much difficulties. I was thinking when I understand English, so why I'm not able to speak? So that's why I research a lot, and after that I know in our brain there is a two muscle. First input and second output. Let's know what is input and output. Input mean reading and listening. That is called input. And output mean when we are expressing ourselves, when we are producing. That is called output. Mean speaking and writing. And when we want to speak English, so there is a need of output. When we grab only knowledge, when we only listen and read, so in that time we are taking input. So that help, but it will not help too much. We should do both things, input and output both. Okay, we can do 3 input and 7 output. That is a good strategy to overcome this problem. And let's talk about output. Output mean writing or speaking. So in initial time when we speak, so in that time maybe we can do a lot of mistakes, a lot of grammar mistakes. But don't think too much about grammar. You can improve, but when we will only think about grammar, so we will be demotivated. So don't think too much about grammar. Think like what you will have to deliver your message. Think about message, and don't think about perfection, because every person who started learning English, they do mistake in initial time. I did, and who are very great speaker, they did also mistake in initial time. So you will have to face this situation. And when we talk, so what happens sometime, we stuck, we don't know what we will have to say in that word in English. So you should do practice of vocabulary. Like you can learn vocabulary, and if you want to know how to learn vocabulary, so I can make another video about vocabulary. So we can do practice of vocabulary. And don't think like if you meet any person like who are very fluent speaker, so don't feel demotivated. Learn from that person and take it positive. And when you meet that person who are not very good in English, so you can teach them. That would be very good for you. And don't compare yourself to any other person, because they did too much practice. That's why they are very good speaker, and when you will do practice, you can also become. So don't compare yourself to anybody and be confident. Okay, no one is perfect. And we can write. Writing is also in the category of output. So we can write whatever we want to write. For example, what I did today. And if you don't have too much idea like what I can write, so you can ask to ChatGPT. There is a lot of AI tools also. We can ask ideas about writing. If you get time, talk to yourself in English. And you can do shadowing. I think you know very well what is shadowing. Mean when you watch any video, so you can stop that video after that. Like you can think like what you have learned from that video. You can speak what you have learned from that video. And if you have a mobile phone, like you can record your speaking practice, and like you can listen, and you can practice like what you are doing any mistakes, so you can learn from that mistakes. and there is a lot of application if you want to do practice with any co-learner. So there is a lot of application you can use, and for example I use Joshi skill application, that is also very good. And when I was in my initial time, I was not able to speak even of one sentences. So you can think like if you will take a small step, so you can become a very good speaker. Don't be demotivated. In initial time I was hesitating a lot. I improved a lot myself, and I'm still working on my pronunciation because I do pronunciation mistake also, and you can also work on that. Take it positive, like we are able to understand English, so you can think we are not learning English from zero. We already know 50%, so you'll have to work only little bit and you can become fluent speaker.